Brilliant. Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by former English light heavyweight champion Dec Spelman. Dec, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, yourself?
Yeah, very good, thank you. We haven't seen too much of you since your last outing in the ring. I know you went on holiday shortly after the defeat to Anthony Yarde. Was it a good
Yeah.
holiday, and have you been back in the gym yet since you've come back?
Yeah, I mean, the holiday was it was all right. Yeah, it was meant to be 7 days, and only turned out to be 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got away, so yeah, it was good. Regards to the gym, I've actually only just got back yesterday. Actually, I went back in the gym yesterday, so I went back for one session after the Yarde fight, and I've been having a bit of issues with my knees, especially my left one, and I just wanted that right, really. So I tried a session straight after, and it did me in, to be honest. So I've been getting physio on my knee, and that seems to be getting a bit better. So I trained yesterday, and fingers crossed, it feels quite a bit better. So hopefully we get the ball rolling again, and look for something for February time, I think.
Have you been kind of sounded out about anything at this stage? I'm sure everyone's seen you on the last two fights, high profile raisers, if not, they didn't go your way necessarily, but they would have done wonders for your profile.
Yeah. I mean, especially on even just like the feedback I've got off Twitter and Insta and stuff like that. It's like you said, he's just been in them high profile fights with the big names in the division. So it's good, and I knew that. I knew that going into it. That's why I took the fights. You know what I mean? There were win-wins in a certain way. So yeah, I mean, look at February and we'll see what comes really.
And we've got the big fight to look forward to with the two guys that you fought most recently, Lyndon Arthur and Anthony Yarde, for the Commonwealth title. Although you would suggest that whoever wins this will go on to at least world class, if not a world title shot in their next fight. What do you make of it?
It's a good fight. Obviously, it's a good fight. Obviously, I shared the ring with both of them. I think that they both bring different things to the table. They're both very different fighters, and I think they're both very on different levels experience-wise. Even though, when you break it down, Lyndon's got the background. He's got the skills. What's the thing that you can say about Yarde? But you'd think like with Yarde being in with the Kovalev, boxed for a world title, maybe got the advantage experience-wise. But you've just got to look at Lyndon's pedigree and what he's done as an amateur. And even though it's a different ball game, the pros to the amateurs, he still brings a lot, and he's the way he fights, you can tell he's very well schooled, and I think that will be the difference on the night.
Do you think Lyndon's best bet in this fight is to adopt a similar style to the one that he used against you, and to keep it at arm's length, to circle the ring and move laterally?
100%. He don't want to trade. He shouldn't be trading, but he's long arms. He's very good on his feet. He's very good in his ring. He knows where he is in the ring all the time. That's what I thought. I thought it was, his ring IQ is very good. So, and at times I felt like with especially with me, even with my jab, I look a bit lost when I was doubling the jab, tripling the jab. I was catching him quite easy with it. So in my opinion, I think Lyndon's got one of the best jabs in Britain, to be honest. So if he can stick it on him, and as long as Lyndon's injury free, and obviously the weight's good, and which I believe it is, then I can see it. I can even see it being an easy night for him. I can.
Why do you think Yarde and his team have decided to take this fight? Because they must see something in Arthur that makes them feel that they've got the beating of it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is there's been a lot of people want the fans want the fight. Fans want the fight, and to be fair to Yarde, he's one of them guys where I think he does want to entertain the crowd. Do you know what I mean? He wants to give the fans what they want, and yeah, fair play to him. He doesn't have to take this fight, but it's a great if he beats Lyndon, it's a great name, and like I said, it catapults him straight back into world level, and rightly so as well. You know what I mean? There should be no question marks after this. If he beats Lyndon, the Commonwealth champion, in my opinion, that's the only belt he holds, but potentially could be holding a lot more. You know what I mean? If he had the right fights. So he's just beat the Commonwealth champion. He's definitely, if he can beat Lyndon, then yeah, he's definitely believes at world level.
You obviously feel that Arthur's the better technical boxer of the two. Who hits harder?
Yard, it's harder, yeah, definitely Yard. He's like a bull and he's small, compact. But I mean, obviously, look, Lyndon. You only got to look at Lyndon's record. He can put people out. He can stop people. But I definitely think, like you said, I think his best bet is to just keep it long. Don't even think about it. If it comes, it comes. Breaking down the jab, he'll know this. You know what I mean? Him and Pat will know this, and I'm sure they've got a game plan. I'm intrigued to see what game plan they've got. To be honest.
Is it a fight that you're looking forward to? Because it must be bittersweet, obviously, the way the last two results went, but it's still a great fight and a great clash of styles.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, I got them. I took them fights on short notice, and I was in there. Oh, let's have it right. I was in there to get beat. You know what I mean? No one expected me to win them fights. I know that. Do you know what I mean? I had different plans in my head, and I still even think going into them again. Do you know what I mean? That's just my fighter mindset. So it's not really bittersweet for me. I think they deserve a shot at each other. I think that's a great fight. It's a great fight for me as a boxing fan. Yeah, I think it's great, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
And if the winner goes on to achieve something at world level, does that compensate even more for the defeat you suffered?
Yeah. Like I said, he looks better on me, doesn't it? I suppose, but I know anyway. I know from sharing the ring, especially with Lyndon, even if he gets beat, even if he gets caught by Yard, because that's a fair. I think he could get beat. I can see Lyndon coming back. It will win something big. It will win more than a Commonwealth title.
And you're clearly, from what you're saying, picking Lyndon to win the fight. Do you see it being a late stoppage, or do you see it going to points?
It's a 12-round fight, isn't it? I mean, how we don't know what Yard's tank's like, do we? I mean, this is what the fight with me is like. That's why I just thought, I was a bit, I was a bit sour about getting stopped the way it was, because there was just nothing in the fight, and then, to get stopped like that after just like I took the knee shows me it showed what I had about me to take the knee. We're just going off the Kovalev fight, but just a few fights before that, we just seen he just doesn't seem to be able to hold to be able to do the rounds. I don't know. Once he lets it out the tank, he's very muscle bound, and them muscles use a lot of oxygen, and it'll be interesting. So I would say Lyndon points, but yeah, I might try to take him out. He might see he's open, which I think he will. I think he's going to have to go for it at some point, and then it will get interesting, because if he goes for it, he could catch him. But if he goes for it and don't get him out of there, Lyndon's more than capable of picking him away, finding his spot, and taking him out.
And you'll be watching live, presumably, either from home or, well, I suppose you can't attend, can we, at the moment? So, yeah, watching on BT.
Yeah, I'll be watching, yeah.
Great stuff. Well, really appreciate the insight. There's no one else who would know the two guys better than you, I think, at this stage. So, it's good of you. And looking forward to seeing you back early next year as well. And still plenty you can achieve.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. There's like I said, we were in the gym yesterday and spoke to Carl, and there's a couple of fighters I'd love to get in with in and around the top 10 still. I don't mind dropping back down and maybe even an English eliminator, maybe even an area title, as long as the fight's right. If it were on a TV show, I'd take that. I don't mind that. We'll just see. And hopefully, I mean, no one knows the situation with the crowd yet. So there's some great fights to be made, but I'm a good ticket seller when the crowds are back, and certain fighters are good ticket sellers. So a lot of promoters won't want to put certain fights on until there is crowds back. So, but I mean, I'll get ready for February, and hopefully something will come up. I'll take it in the away corner. I can't seem to get anything in the home corner. So, it'd be nice to get 70-30, something like that instead. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
You're getting better and better at this punditry, Lark. So we're going to call you back for Pitters against Richards, no doubt.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, brilliant. Cheers, mate, and take care. We'll see you soon.
Nice one. Cheers, mate. Thank you.